At 31, I realized something about my English. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you are younger than me. Maybe you are older. But today, I want to share something about my own life with you. I am 31 years old, and at this age, I have started to understand something very clearly. I have wanted to learn English for many years, but honestly, I still cannot say that I have learned English properly. It is not easy for me to say that. Because I have studied English since I was a child. I studied it at school. I studied it in college. I wrote English in exams. And yes, I know some English. But at some point in life, you start to understand the difference between knowing some English and actually being able to use it. I think I am at that point now. Because today I need a good job. I need a better position. I need to improve my income. I have family responsibilities. I have financial pressure. And I want to take my life to a better place. Then I realized something. English is not just a subject for me anymore. It has become an important skill in my life. If I want to improve myself, if I want to qualify myself for a better job, if I want to work in a better professional environment, communicate with better people, and improve my income, then I need to learn English, and not just learn it. I need to learn it properly. Then I looked at myself, and I asked myself a question. What have I been doing all these years? I have been trying to learn English for almost 11 years in one way or another. Sometimes I started with a lot of interest. Sometimes I studied for a few days. Sometimes I studied English only once a week. 6 months passed like this. Then I looked back and realized I was almost in the same place. Then I became frustrated. I stopped for some time. Then I started again. I studied for some days. Then I stopped again. And this continued for years. At one point I asked myself, where is the real problem? Is it that I cannot learn English? Or is there a problem with the way I am trying to learn it? When I started looking for the answer, I began to see my own mistakes one by one, and I found at least 9 big mistakes in my own learning. My first mistake was lack of consistency. I was not practicing English every day. I used to sit down with English once a week. Maybe I read something. Maybe I listened to something. Then several days passed. Then I started again. At that time, I thought I was learning English. But later I understood something. Learning English once a week can feel like starting again every day. Because I was not building a daily connection with the language. I was away from English for several days and then I came back to it again. So how could English become a natural part of my life? Then I understood that I needed to be consistent. Maybe I cannot give a lot of time every day, but I need to do something every day. My second mistake was that I had no real strategy. I only knew one thing. I need to learn English. But what should I learn? What should I learn first? What should I learn later? How should I practice? How can I know whether I am learning something correctly? I did not have clear answers to these questions. One day I studied grammar. The next day I watched a video. Then I learned some vocabulary. Maybe I watched a movie. Then I listened to a podcast for some days. But there was no clear system behind all of it. I wanted to learn English. But I did not have a strategy for learning English. Later I understood that wanting to learn is not enough. You also need to know how to learn. My third mistake was that I stayed with the old way of learning. I tried to learn English in almost the same way I had learned it since childhood. Grammar, translation, vocabulary, sentences. These things are not bad. But my problem was that I saw English mostly as a subject, not as a language. Many times I tried to understand English through the structure and pronunciation of my own language. I tried to make English work in the same way as Bangla. Later I understood that English is a different language. Its pronunciation is different. Its sentence structure is different. Its expressions are different. Its natural usage is different. And simply translating from Bangla to English is not enough to fully learn a language. So I started questioning the way I had learned English before. There is also something I remember from my own school. I don't want to blame my teachers. They did not teach me wrong on purpose. They tried to teach us in the way they themselves had learned English and in the way they understood it. But later I understood something. What we learn ourselves also needs to be checked. In my own case, there were some pronunciations and some uses of English that I learned in a certain way. At that time, I did not even know that they could be wrong, because I did not know there was a problem. And maybe the person teaching me also did not get the chance, or did not feel the need to check those things from other sources. So something that was wrong became something that felt correct to me. That taught me something important. Learning is not enough. I also need to check whether what I am learning is correct. My fourth mistake was staying inside my own circle. I studied English. I listened to English. I remembered some things. But I did not really use them with people. I did not ask people questions in English. I did not try to explain things in English. I did not bring English into my daily life. A lot of what I learned stayed inside my own head. Later I understood something. A language cannot become a real skill if it only stays inside your head. You have to use it. You have to talk to people. You have to make mistakes, and then you have to correct them. 5. My fifth mistake was seeing English only as speaking. I used to think, I need to learn how to speak English. But later I understood that speaking is not the whole thing. I need to listen. I need to read. I need to write. I need to speak. And I need to have real conversations with people. Before, I did not see all of these as one complete learning process. I only wanted the result. I want to speak English. But I did not properly look at the whole process behind that result. My sixth mistake was not creating an English environment. I wanted to learn English. But how much English was actually around me? What was on my phone? What was I listening to? What was I watching? What kind of content was I consuming in my free time? How much English was I actually around every day? I did not think about these things enough before. Later I understood. You cannot keep English only inside a book and expect it to become a part of your life. I need to bring English into my daily life. I need to listen to English. I need to read English. I need to watch English content. And when I get the chance, I need to use English in real conversations. I need to keep English around me. My seventh mistake was that even when I understood the importance of an English environment, I could not maintain a routine. One day I listened to an English song. One day I listened to a podcast. One day I watched an English movie. Then I did nothing for several days. So even if I created an English environment, I could not keep it stable. Then I understood. I need an environment. But environment alone is not enough. I also need a routine. And I need dedication to follow that routine. I have to make a decision for myself. I will do this. Maybe I can do less when I have less time. Maybe I can do more when I have more time. But I don't want to completely stop. My eighth mistake was something I understood from my listening practice. This is a very personal experience for me. Before, when I bought headphones, I bought them mainly for listening to music. I looked at the bass. I looked at the music quality. I wanted to hear the instruments clearly. I wanted powerful sound. Those things were important to me. But later, when I started focusing on English listening, I understood that my need was different. When I am listening to English, my main purpose is not to enjoy the music. My purpose is to clearly hear what a person is saying. What sound is the person making? How is the word pronounced? Where is the stress? How does one word connect with another word? I need to hear these things. But if my audio setup has too much bass or too much background sound, and the voice is not clear enough, then it becomes difficult for me to understand English. I experienced this myself. I watched movies, but sometimes I could not understand the dialogue properly. I listened to podcasts, but sometimes I could not clearly catch what the speaker was saying. Then I understood. If I want to learn English properly, I also need to listen properly. So for me, a clear vocal or speech-focused audio setup became an important learning tool. It is not only about buying a good pair of headphones, it is about hearing what I actually need to hear. And my ninth mistake was that I did not test what I had learned. This became one of the most important things for me. I learned something. Then I thought, I have learned it. But did I really learn it? Can I use it? Can I explain it to another person? Can I answer their questions? Before, I did not really test myself like this. Later, I started thinking about a simple method. If I learn something, I will try to explain it to another person. It could be my younger brother. It could be a friend. It could be a neighbor. It could be someone I know. I will explain something to them. Then I will see how much they understand. If they understand it well, I can see that both my knowledge and my explanation are probably in a good place. If they understand only half of it, then I need to find the problem. Is there a gap in my knowledge? Or is there a gap in my explanation? And if they do not understand at all, I still do not want to simply blame them. I want to look at myself. Did I explain it correctly? Did I explain it at their level? Did I make it simple enough? Was my pronunciation clear? Was there a problem with my communication? Because now I understand one important thing. Knowing English and being able to explain something to another person in English are not the same thing. And this is one way I can test my own learning. So where am I now? I am still learning, but one thing has changed. Before, I only used to say, I will learn English. Now I ask myself, how am I learning English? What mistakes am I making? Is what I am learning correct? Can I use it? Can I explain it to another person? Am I getting feedback? Where are my gaps? These questions have now become part of my learning. And that is why I want to share this journey with you. I don't want to stand in front of you and say, I know everything. Learn English from me. I would rather say, I am still learning. I will share the mistakes I have made. And if you have made some of the same mistakes in your life, maybe you can see them earlier than I did. Because I think sometimes, before learning something new, we need to find the mistakes in the way we learned before. That is what I am trying to do now. I am trying to teach myself again. I am not starting with perfect English. I am starting as a person who has tried for many years, made many mistakes, stopped many times, and started again. Now I just want to do one thing. I don't want to repeat the same mistakes in the same way anymore. I will learn. I will use it. I will test it. I will get feedback. If I make a mistake, I will correct it. Then I will start again. This is my journey. This is Learn Exact English.